Live from Studio 46, this is CBS 2 News This Morning.
Again, with the high temperatures, the fog, and the rain, we're going to eat away a lot of that snow. But this season does bring its own type of aches and pains. Just ask physical therapist John Gallucci Jr.
So a tremendous amount of slips and falls. We see people get hurt from shoveling, people falling on black ice.
How much does it hurt to fall on black ice and break your wrist?
It hurts a lot. Very painful. I had a cast for about 6 weeks.
On black ice, people don't realize, they think it's wet, all of a sudden they're in the air.
And watch your footing when you're out walking around, because you never know.
Don't just dig in and throw. How about you take a portion, get an idea of what type of snow you're dealing with before you lift it. Proper body mechanics. It's unbelievable how many people still to this day don't know you can't just bend from your hip. You need to use your legs in all lifting mechanics. People hurt themselves when the weather gets cold because they never warm up before they do anything. Get your body warm. Get a little bit of a sweat going. Do at least 4 to 5 minutes so your body is warm before you're about to do the activity. What's the most important thing? Your quads, your low back, your hamstrings. So before you put those skis on, some simple quad stretches, simple hamstring stretches. So this way, not only is the body warm and flexible, it's ready for the activity. And you're going to be on the mountain a lot longer than you're going to be at JAG 1 Physical Therapy getting treatment.
All right, Cindy, John kept stressing hydration. You have to keep drinking and just get things moving. God bless Vince Everett, photographer Vince Everett. He was helping me move some of this. If you're out there moving snow this weekend, remember, even though there's less of it, it's very heavy. So take care of yourself. Next half hour, getting ready for spring. We'll talk about a different way to stretch into that season. Right now, though, right back to Cindy.
Good advice, and I love the countdown, 21 days to spring. Very excited.
Every now and then, you get kind of a spring preview. All of a sudden, the weather warms up, the skies get bright, people get out, they get so excited, and
you're ready to run out there, ready to go. And ultimately what's happening is we're seeing people with soft tissue injuries, hamstring strains, quad strains, calf strains, because they're not ready for the activity. They think they've been in a house for 8 months. They can still run a 4-mile run. You haven't run 4 miles for 8 months because you've been inside. You've been sedentary. Let's take it slow. Let's build up slow. There's a transition. Now spring sports are starting. How many of our children haven't played winter sports, haven't played fall sports, and now they're going to go to practice with their coaches and expect to be conditioned. The most important thing to prevent injuries is make sure the athlete is conditioned for the activity. I tell parents, get your kids out right now before the sport starts. Let's get some aerobic activity, some strengthening activity, and some sport-specific activity before the coaches get them, and the coaches expect them to be ready to go. So parents, let's get our kids ready to go. I'd rather see kids on the field than in my office.
So, Cindy, John makes a few more great points. During a typical lacrosse game, a kid is going to run 3 to 5 miles, and those are sprinting miles. I mean, it's a lot of back and forth. So that's why you've got to build up slowly the aerobic activity and the consistency and intensity of that, and make sure everybody is stretching. It's been such a long time for these kids that haven't been playing sports, and for the big kids too. Make sure that you are ready, ease into things, because, yeah, the last thing you want to do is spend spring getting work done. And then finally, Cindy, I just want to point out one thing. John Gallucci and a good part of his staff, they've had their vaccines. It was so nice to be able to interview somebody without a mask on. Just another sign that we're slowly getting back to normal. But again, don't forget to drink that water and ease yourself into the spring and summer sports season so you can enjoy that season injury and pain free. Take it from an old guy. Cindy, back to you.
John, thank you very much.